I always agree if the developer always put a gacha-based system on their RPG, which is through this way, they can get more income to update the game and become long-lasting then. From the developer's perspective, I totally understand it, but they need also make no pay-to-win friendly gacha game, so it will make a win-and-win solution between the player or the game's maker. By watching this video, hopefully the developer will understand what the player is looking for. Please help this video get 200 likes, thanks! Top 10 Best Gacha Small Size Games RPG for low-end phone, Android and iOS. You can support this channel and send us a special thanks. Destiny 6 Destiny 6 or Dual Adventure. This is the newest version of Destiny Knight, where this game was available on Play Store before, but suddenly the game disappeared. But after I tried this game again, I feel like many have changed about the graphics that have been enhanced and also how the gameplay becomes way more attractive. The combat mechanism is really unique. We can place 2 more heroes as our allies, but we cannot control them. The main hero is the only character we can navigate and the rest of our allies will follow our instruction. All of the heroes' basic attack will unleash automatically, but we only need to manage the skill option. Each of the heroes will have 2 active skills and we are freely aiming the target with his skill. The combat mechanism seems pretty dynamic with a fast skill visualization. Even though the game has a chibi design, but overall the appearance look pretty neat and cool. At first glance, it looks like a Final Fantasy design. The gacha rate is really adorable. We can get a high rarity of weapon and items that will boost our progress significantly. Destiny 6 is the best new gacha game RPG small size of just 1GB game gacha for mobile. Lost Realm Cronar Reef. Lost Realm Cronar Reef. I would admit if this is the best high-rate gacha game RPG on mobile. I got easily a legendary hero which is 5-star hero from my first 10 summons, and this hero is absolutely fantastic. Not only the gacha rate that I love, but also the game's graphics are absolutely aesthetic. I have never seen any gacha game that has a similarity visual with Lost Realm Cronar Reef. The gameplay is we can tap the skill button and save your ultimate skill only for the last waves. Because the last wave, the enemy will come massively in the number with a stronger power. But also the main gameplay is we will play in an idle game actually, which is every hero will do an auto basic attack. Even we can manage the game into fully auto and double the speed by tapping the icon. The features will be really useful to fasten our progress. We only need to make a great preparation of our hero by leveling up the hero, placing the right artifact to boost the power, and also remember to pick your best equipment that we can obtain from the dungeon. This is the best small size gacha game RPG in idle gameplay for Android and iOS. Magic Chronicles Isekai. Magic Chronicles Isekai RPG. This game gets my attention too much. The music really brought me into JRPG vibes. But of course I love how the game's graphics are really good and playable for any phone specification. The game size is on less than 500MB, but the game's quality is absolutely top tier. I have never seen any gacha game have a portrait perspective that looks so perfect in character personality, and how they made a simple hero in chibi style but looks so adorable at the same time. The combat mechanism of Magic Chronicles Isekai game is an idle game RPG with a gacha based game. It's a collectible heroes game where we can easily get it from gacha. Actually, it's pretty difficult to obtain a free diamond through the mission, but the developer successfully makes a balanced and fair game. We can easily kill the enemy by using a common hero, but always remember to focus on a few heroes to level up and maximize your equipment level on your favorite hero. This is the best RPG gacha game for Android and iOS. Timeman RPG Ecstasy. Timeman RPG Ecstasy. With less than 1GB, this game will become your best time killer for your next favorite gacha game. Especially this RPG game has a great character visual, and I guarantee as a waifu you will love it 100%. Seriously, this game is a great example for any game gacha to make a game that has a variety of stages. Every time I enter the combat, I always come into a different combat arena. battle, which make a refreshing and great experience for us as a player, so the game will not become monotone. The combat mechanism is a turn-based game where we can increase our energy each time we successfully land a hit or get attacked by the enemy. The skill showcase is not flashy at all and even looks pretty fast, so we can finish every combat faster than. As a newbie, we can select a support partner from the other player's hero. Make sure you pick the SSR hero so we can finish the game way easier. On my first summon, I get a freely SSR hero on my side. This is the best no pay to win gacha game RPG for Android. Z Warriors Unleashed. Z Warriors Unleashed. Such a simple gameplay and we don't need to push ourselves while playing this best gacha game. On the first summon, we will get freely SSR hero, and lucky I was getting future Trunks, who can deal multiple damage continuously when he did a last hit, so I can wipe out every stages way easier on the prologue. The combat mechanism is all heroes will automatically attack and force the enemy randomly, so we cannot even navigate and manage on the skill because the skill will directly unleash when the gauge meter is full. So we are only able to strengthen this hero's power before the combat starts through the level cap, equipment, and also start up when we have the same hero to boost the power. Honestly, I cannot expect much because this game is not officially made by the developer. It's been early access for a while, but the server has launched massively. I highly recommend you to play freely because this type of game will disappear suddenly. But overall, I love the game concept of Dragon Ball gameplay, the best gacha RPG game for Android. Arcane Saga. Arcane Saga. I'm surprised how the developer is giving the players freely a 5-star hero after we finish the whole tutorial as a thanksgiving. Even we can pick the hero that we wanted to obtain. By this action, the developer already made the player get a nice first impression through this option. But also we will get a 4-star hero and be able to select the hero as well. Such a kind of a developer. If you would like to make a gacha game, then I think you should follow his way to attract more players to become a loyal player then. The combat mechanism of Arcane Saga is we will play a turn-based game but with a different fighting style. Every hero's turn needs to combine some card to upgrade the star skill card. The higher the star you create, that means the bigger damage will be causing. Make sure you make a maximum combination of 3 stars to unleash in the ultimate skill. But I have one issue. Could you comment below on how to make the game speed become lower and normal because it seems way too fast for me. This is the best no pay to win gacha RPG games for Android and iOS. Summons Dragon 2. Summons Dragon 2. Finally, the newest sequel launched after a huge success from the first series in which it was downloaded over 1 million players, and now the developer makes the newest game with a better graphic and is able to raise the score into 4.7 stars, which means a perfect score. The gameplay of Summons Dragon 2 is we collect amazing dragon as our main hero. Gacha is the key point to get an amazing SSS dragon hero with so much powerful ability and status. The combat mechanism seems really simple. We need to adjust the formation between 3 lanes, front line, mid line, and back line. Those lines will determine how we can survive from the enemy's dragon attack. When our hero is ready to unleash the skill, then we can click the avatar icon to drag the skill into a specific target. Seriously, the main idea absolutely impressed me. I think this game is the only Dragons Games gacha RPG I have ever seen. I would love to try the other game when more developers wanted to make an out-of-the-box gacha RPG games for mobile. POTK Alternative Imitation. POTK Alternative Imitation. Before you download this game, you should know if this needs to download some extra data twice, but the total would be less than 1 GB. I think it's not a big deal for any devices to play it. The gameplay is pretty unique though. We will play like a card game and combat mechanism seems really fast. We don't have any special effect, only some hero with a higher grade will show us the skill visual. In the game, we don't need to touch anything, our hero will automatically lock the target randomly. I love how it has a voiceover. We will play as a young girl with a sword as her main weapon. The tier grade is SR, which our main hero is enough to clear every enemy that appears on the earlier stages. The gameplay reminds me of Memento Mori game RPG. It has the exact same game's mechanism. Arc Record. You only need to download a small size game Gacha RPG. You have already got such a great anime game with a beautiful visual. Please note, when you are first time playing this game, make sure you play it lonely and get away from the other players or the other friends, because you will find lots of nice scenes and use your headphones to enjoy the amazing sound. I would not tell anything about it, but much better you experience it by yourself. The gameplay is a turn-based system where we can pick 4 heroes on our team and place your best heroes based on their strength. I love the game's skill art visual. It's pretty detailed and has a lot of flashy color. The gacha rate is just so-so, it's balanced, and sometimes we have a hard time getting the higher heroes rank, but actually the developer is giving a huge amount of summoning ticket freely, so we have a lot of chance to reroll the gacha. How the combat work is, we need to wait several turns for each skill's cooldown. Some of it even needs 3 turns, which take a long time to unleash, but trust me, you will feel how dynamic in the combat is with a fast and effective gameplay. This is the best gacha small size game for mobile. Bleach Soul Reaper. We are still waiting for the action hack and slash Bleach game, but this game is a good one to kill our time because we can play this game fully autoplay and able to speed up the gameplay 3 times faster. It's a good way to improve our game's progress actually. The storyline is exactly the same as the anime movies. All of the characters, the hero's voice, and also how the hero's fighting style is what Bleach we know. Such a great ported game that every Bleach fans need to play right now. In fact, the game size is super small, it's about 759 MB only. Even we got the 3D animation gacha game. Even this is a gacha game, but actually I feel like playing a story-based game. Overall, I will admit if it is a newbie friendly because it gives a lot of tutorial and perfectly makes the newbie players understand about the gameplay at all. This is the best 3D game gacha for Android and iOS. Bonus Girls Evo. I'm sure many of you don't know if this game is available to download right now, but only a specific regions can access anyway because it's still on early access. The first prologue will show us how the Battle of God is. The skill of those heroes seems so powerful. In combat, we don't have any chance of navigating or controlling the hero to attack. Even I can't see the hero's stamina, but suddenly at a certain time, the hero will unleash the skill. I think the developer should make it clear on how to make the game easier to understand. We can obtain a monster with different elements of fire, ice, and lightning. They all will come on our side though. This is the best RPG gacha game for mobile. Hi, thank you very much for watching. Please like this video to reach 200 likes. Thanks.